friends. Uh, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can use Excel to solve some of the questions what is mentioned for the decision science subject of June cycle 2023. Let's go to question 1. Here we had a bad mood and a gum problem. I'll just go through once. Bad gums may mean a bad mood. Researchers discovered that 85% of the people who have suffered a bad mood had a periodontal diseases, an inflammation of the gums. Only 29% of healthy people have this disease. Suppose that in a certain community, bad moods are quite rare, occurring with only 10% probability. If someone has periodontal disease, what is the probability that he or she will have a bad mood? So here guys, we the requirement was to do a tree diagram. Here is one of the methodology I have followed. So please keep in mind that it is just a methodology what I'm showing. It's not the correct answers. Okay. So how we can do this tree diagram, how it has to follow. You have a different approaches how you can solve your problem. So this is just one of the method I'm going to show you. So first thing is this is how the tree diagram looks like. What you can do is insert, go to shapes, then you can select an arrow or you can select a line. Just since it is an Excel, it is quite easy for us to follow the directions and like we can start from here to here and go ahead again to the same one. So this is how we can go ahead. So in this case, you can just select it and I'll just show you in this case how it looks. Just select all the arrows. Then format shape will pop up. Format shape, you can just change the width of it and you can also change the color of it. If you don't like the solid lines, you can go ahead with the dash. But I prefer to keep it maybe at this dot or maybe a solid line. Then if you want arrow or if you just want to keep it dots both the sides, that is also okay. So it's up to you how you want to customize and make a beautification. I'll just take you through how I have interpreted the problem. The first thing I have went like a periodontal disease. If someone has it, that is 29%. People don't have it, it is 1 minus 29%. So you can try to understand here like a disease. One is 29, 0.29. Then no diseases, you can write it 1 minus disease 1. Sorry. Okay. So okay, I am struggling with this. Fine. Um, this is how I have got this probabilities what I have mentioned in this diagram. So this comes like equals 1 minus 0.29. Okay. Similarly, for a mood, bad mood, yes, is what is mentioned. Like people have a bad mood, is 10%. So that is 0.1. And similarly, 1 minus people are good mood, 0.1, 90%. Okay. Um, Here you can see there is two ways what our tree branches goes off. And in the first way, like people who have disease and they have a bad mood is 85%, that is mentioned in our example, sorry, in question. uh, so again the other 15% is what 1 minus the 1 minus 85% is what people who have a disease but they are not in a bad mood is 15% of the people. So here people uh, don't have a disease, but they are people who are in a bad mood. This is 10%. Um, then 1 minus is what 90% of the people. They don't have a bad mood, so they are okay. So now to answer the question, what according to my interpretation is what I think it is a 24%. What is asking is if someone has a periodontal disease, so that means 29% of the people, what is the probability that he or she might will have a bad mood? So we also have to look for a bad mood, yes. uh, so here we have like two bad mood, yes. This we are not considering, provided the first condition is the person is having the periodontal disease and bad mood. So this and this, so that means we have to go with this one. So this is the simplest one. You have to multiply 0.29 into 0.85. Okay, so that is the straight away answer for you. Now uh, uh, this is what is again I'm stressing on this point, this is my interpretation of this problem, and I'm here just to show you how to draw the tree diagram. So they you might find a different answers, it's just a methodology which is shown here. Okay, moving on to question 2. Here it is asking like using MS Excel show the regression model, consider Instagram followers as dependent variable and number of posts per day as an independent variable. So when we tell independent variable goes on x-axis and dependent variable goes on y-axis. Okay, write an interpretation of Excel table, write in conclusion on the fitting of your model also. So here in an Excel we have to first go into options. In the options, go on add-on. Add-ons, you select the Excel add-ons. So you might have here quite different kind of add-ons. So here you have to tick on analysis toolbar. Mine is already ticked. So if it is not ticked, it will be like this. And then once you tick, it will be a blue one. So once you have ticked this, now you can go to data. How you can use this is select this data, go ahead with data. Here you have a data analysis. Okay, click on it and you can scroll down, you'll get a regression. Just select on it, click on OK. Now I have mentioned like input y, input x. X is going to be independent. Okay, so our independent variable is number of posts. So this is row B. Okay, so you can just select it like this. Don't select the headings of okay, don't select the headings. Okay, so you have to just select the data. This is my X. Now I'm going for Y. This is my Y. Okay, then go ahead and select your output where you want to see your output. Here I want to see my output on this cell. And now here you have to select the residuals and line fit plots. Okay, once you click on OK, you'll be getting this um, graph. This is your table, output table, and this is your residual output. Okay, so I had mentioned in my part 1 video how you have to interpret this data, so you can go ahead and interpret the data and write down your answer. Okay, if you want for that reference, let me just check whether I'm on that same page. Maybe let's check. Yeah, I think I'm very close by. Yeah. So this is where you have in the book textbook, page number 291, 297. So similarly, you can interpret your data. So this is what was the sample, you can refer and against your this data. Okay. Moving on to the next one. So this one is 1000 light bulbs with that's a 3A. 1000 light bulbs with a mean life of 120 days per are installed in a new factory, and the length of life is normally distributed with standard deviation of 20 days. If it is decided to replace all the bulbs together, what interval should be allowed between replacements? If not, more than 10% should expire before replacement. So, guys, here um, I have just tried with the different data, so don't go on with exactly uh, with the same answer. You can put up your own data and get uh, the answer. So, especially here, just see the methodology. You can also do it with a little different methods also. Okay. Then moving on to the next one. Here in this particularly, the question is asking us not to use any Excel or software to directly get the answer. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a little formula which will help. You guys have to write it in a very detailed form. And of course, this problem has a different way of solving also. Okay, so let us go and I'll just show you one of most easiest what I found. Calculate the average age of migrants for both the categories of gender and write your interpretation. So here is age group, which is given like in a bin kind of. In this, we have migrants, male and female. Okay. Now, this is what I try to do it. So what you can do is just separate like 0 4, and so that we can go ahead with the next calculation quite easily. And do not do this in complete Excel like this and copy paste there. You have to do it in a very decent formula here. Okay. What you have to do is like um, cal multiply the biggest of the age into the totals what has been given for male. Okay, so this is what I have achieved, the numbers. Okay, similarly for the female as you can see here. Okay, so once you're done that, come back with the summation of this for a male and divided by summation of original data. Okay, similarly for the female, summation of this divided by summation of this formula. So here the simplest way of writing your formula is you can just put it like a very simple way of putting it. I'll eliminate that. So 4 multiplication of what you can write as 9 8 3 4 7 3 8 plus. Okay, again go ahead with like 9 into 10959. Okay, so you just go ahead like this for the numerator, and then do the similar way for the denominator. Denominator is going to be just addition of this. So 9834738 plus, you can just copy paste this values. Okay, so this is how you write it so that you can score well, and it is not that you are taking the help of any Excel kind of to find a direct solution. Okay, this is one way of solving this. Okay guys, and just mention once again, please consider this as a guidance in how to use the tool rather focusing on the answers. So definitely my answers are not going to be right. I might have done little changes in the formulas, sorry, in the data. So please follow rigorously in very carefully following your data. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. For any clarification, you can connect me on sonuagastya@gmail.com. Okay. It is in the description box. Thank you so much.